Hi you all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're doing very well. How is everything going on with you? Hope very well. Yeah, and if you're an old and a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by again. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you're new here, please do subscribe. Consider subscribing. Yes, I'm begging you, consider subscribing and turn on the bell icon. It's spelled and subscribe in red color by the right hand side of your screen. So if you tap on that, you get subscribed to my channel, and if you tap on the bell icon, you're going to get notified whenever I post a new video when you click on all. Yes, so that is it. With that out of the way, let's just jump right into today's video. Okay, welcome back everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about Christian dating boundaries, and yeah, I know that this might be different for different people, especially because a lot of people have reservations about some things. Some people don't know where to draw the line. Some people feel like doing this or doing that is not too much, or it is too much. So yes, but for me, this is my own point of view, and this is what I strongly believe in. Okay, and it is the fact that you have to honor God with your body. Yes, no matter what it is, I tell you, honor God with your body. Do you know why I say so? Take a look at this scenario I'm going to paint for you now, and this is real life. This is not me painting anything. This is not me trying to cajole you into, considering putting those boundaries in your relationship. No, I'm not trying to cajole you. Do anything you want to do. At the end of the day, it's your choice. But I want to paint this scenario of you being single in a relationship. You're all over each other, you love yourself so much, you can't wait to be in each other's company, or just stay together, just laugh, talk about nothing and everything. Because I tell you, when you're in a relationship, like when you are in a relationship, that relationship that you'll be in, and thing will just be sweeting your body. You'll be talking about everything. I've never seen people that gossip as much as those that are in a relationship or even in a marriage. A very good one. No? So you guys, you're all over each other. You can't, keep your hands to yourself. You want to touch him, you want to touch her, she wants to touch you, he wants to touch you. Oh my God, you are just like all over yourselves, right? You keep doing this thing, and then boom, you get married, and let's just say 6 months to 1 year, you're still all over each other, cuddling and all of that kind of stuff. After a year, I'm not saying you can't keep the romance alive. I am not saying you cannot keep everything bubbling, okay, and everything going on well. But after a while, see, the reality of marriage and the reality of life will hit you, and you will not want to be touched at certain times. Yeah, you will even forget that you have to give your wife or your husband a hug and a peck or a kiss or whatever it is called. You will even forget to do things that make you feel like you're intimate, like not intimate, if you understand what I mean. You will forget to do all those things about physical touch and everything might not even be there. Why? Because you're carried away trying to fix this, trying to do that, you're trying to sort this bill out, you're trying to sort that bill out. See, I tell you, that is what the reality is. I'm not even gonna paint it, okay? I don't want to make it look all colorful and glamorous and everything. Now, you now realize that, haven't you heard people that are always saying, oh, he doesn't look at me anymore, I don't feel like I'm attracted to him anymore, and all those kind of stuff. He doesn't even touch me, I just feel like I am, she doesn't even want to come close to me, and all that kind of stuff. See, let me tell you, when you now get married, you see all those lovey-dovey and all those things people were doing when you're in a relationship, and then you got married the first 6 months to 1 year or a year and a half, and you guys were still all over each other and everything. By the time reality sets in, it will now take a lot of intentionality for you to let that romance continue being there. Yeah, it will take a lot of intentionality, a lot of purposeful physical touch here and there and all that to keep the romance alive, right? That is what I'm trying to paint to you. So my dear, I'm not saying this so that I will convince you to do otherwise. Especially when you've made up your mind. If you've made up your mind that hugging, kissing is all part of the whole deal for us, it's not a deal breaker, we can still do all of this and still get on fine in our relationship, that's no problem. I am not even against it at all, to be honest. You feel like, okay, sleeping over at his house or his place or whatever is not a deal breaker for you, fine, that's good, it's okay, it's all right. But I want to say that you should put boundaries to it. And see, let me tell you something. I've had my own experiences personally, and as a single person without being in a relationship, okay, and I know what trouble it is to have to deal with sexual temptations and everything. But let me tell you something: if you yield your heart to God and you're, accountable to someone, I mean, people that are reasonable, not people that they don't know how to keep their mouth shut and everything, not because they're hiding anything or not because they're keeping it a secret, but because they are mature enough to handle such information and give you advice and you stay accountable to them. Yeah, my dad was my accountability partner. So when you face with all those things without even being in a relationship, then you now enter a relationship, your body can't suit you. You can't dey draw, you can't dey draw, you can't dey do you like this, like that, like that. See, let me tell you, set those boundaries. Set it right from the beginning of the relationship. Don't let anything confuse you, and don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Because this body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and we want to do everything to preserve it. We want to do everything to live in the consciousness of the Spirit of God that we carry and that is inside of us. So you want to set those boundaries from the very beginning. For me and my husband, we set the boundaries. Even if, yes, we know we're Christians and we are Christians, because we are still Christians. Even if, yeah, we know that we are Christians and that we want to please God in our relationship, we want our lives to be a testimony, we want our relationship to be a testimony. Even when people were insinuating things that are not. Well, let us just leave that one. It's a story for another day. And we knew exactly what we wanted. So I stated that, see, bro, this and this and this and this, we cannot do this because I want our relationship to be dedicated to God. I want us to do all of these things in purity of heart, in chastity, because what is there? When you enter the marriage, you still enjoy it. That thing that you're craving for, that thing that you want to go for, you will do it and do it and do it, and you'll be tired. You'll be tired. So what is there? What are you running after? Why are you chasing after those things? Just see. Make sure that credibility, that sincerity, that accountability, that what's it called? That purity, that chastity, that I don't know how, that boundary, because that's what we're talking about, is there. Make sure you state it clearly. Even if both of you are spirit-filled, tongue-speaking, Holy Ghost anointed, whatever it is called. See, make sure you state it very clearly. And I'm so glad because of the kind of husband that I have. Okay, so I'm just so glad about the kind of man that I finally got married to, because he stated it really clearly. And what he told me was really, really shocking, you guys. When he said what he said, I was like, man, this guy is really ready to take this thing to the next level. Look, if there's any form of mess up here, he told me clearly, look, if anything goes on wrong, saying that, okay, this is what we struggled with as youths before, getting into relationship and everything. If there is any mess up here, look, I'm going to call it off and I'm not going to continue this relationship. At that point in time, I knew this person knows what he wanted, okay? Or I knew that this person knows what it is that he's going for, okay? And it resonated with me so much because I didn't want someone that will be indecisive. He doesn't know what he wants, anything can go. Let's just go with the flow anyhow. See, No, 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 no. That wasn't the kind of person. You seriously resonated with me, and I made sure, because ladies, this is another thing. You call the shots, even the guys, you call the shots, because sometimes it's the ladies that are loose in the relationship. So you call the shots. And when he said that, I was like, wow, this even solidifies my belief. This even solidifies my decisions, okay, on purity and chastity in a relationship. It has solidified it. And that is why, let me tell you, if you're sure of yourself, be sure of yourself, okay? Don't let anybody confuse you, and don't let anything that people say, make you change your mind, because it is very important. What I'm saying in essence is this: let those boundaries be there. I'm talking to people that are serious minded, people that have made up their minds that, you see what, I am going to please God in this relationship. See, it is going to be of benefit to you, especially as the lady. I'm telling you, it's going to be of huge benefit to you. What if you mess yourselves up and everything, and the relationship eventually does not lead to marriage? What are you going to be saying? And that is where I get my boldness from, okay? Because I know that I did not mess myself up with anybody, even to the extent of having conversations or talking, things that are sensual or romantic in any way with anybody, and the relationship ended. No, I didn't. The record is clean, it's clear. So there's nothing like that. And this is what I want us to hold on to, especially as single ladies and single guys that are Christians, like Bible believing Christians, not all those jamboree kind of Christianity. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? So yeah, this is where I draw the curtain. It's important for you to set those boundaries right at the beginning of the relationship. You've met this guy, you've met this lady, you're happy to go ahead, and you're convinced, you're at peace in your heart, you're convinced by the Spirit of God that lives in you that this person, you can go ahead with this person in a relationship. Please have the conversation, have the talk. Don't say I will leave it for a later time. Maybe before you get to that time you talk about it, the worst would have happened. So please have this conversation. It is so important. Don't assume anything, okay? Don't assume anything. Let it be clear. Even if you're not going to go into in-depth conversations about it, let it be clear that, look, this and that is not allowed. I am not going to take it. I am not going to allow it. And if it gets to this point, look, I am breaking it off with you because I cannot displease God and try to please the flesh. Do you understand? So yeah, that is it. So with this, I've come to the end of this video. Please do also subscribe if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, and turn on the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. This is a really, really quick one, and I don't even know how many minutes it's gonna last, but yeah, it is what it is. Till I come your way again next time, you guys. From me to you is bye.